Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Cash Challenges with Connie. And this morning, we're going to be talking about the basics. This isn't a one of those saving challenge days. It is talking about some things that I've learned in order to make my financial life a lot easier. I have started Dave Ramsey's baby steps about a year or so ago, and it has changed my life. I used to do it seems like whenever I come on hard times, I would go back to Dave Ramsey's steps and the envelope system, and but now I just do it all the time. It saves me a lot of money. I think about the things that I purchase instead of just going out and swiping a card. I know how long it takes to save for that item, and I seem to appreciate it a lot more. So, with Dave Ramsey, I recommend you checking those baby steps out. Some of it I don't use as much as other tips. Some tips I use more. I think the one thing though that I have used the most is he recommends having an emergency fund, and I have depleted this emergency fund so many times. In July, when my dad passed, I had to get my kids home. None of them had any funeral clothes. We had to go shopping. I pretty much depleted every ounce of my emergency fund and am rebuilding this. And that's the thing about taking the money out. You can always start saving and do it again. Hopefully, I won't have an emergency right now because I only have $145 in there. But I also have been saving and have several ways that I'm saving for my emergency fund. So basically, what Dave Ramsey is saying is get some categories that make make sense to you. The next one I'm doing right now, we are in need of hot water heater. And this hot water heater has been going in and out for probably a good 6 to 8 months, and it's time to probably replace it. It's old. I can't even remember the last time we purchased a new hot water heater, and it's just time to not have lukewarm water sometimes. So I'm saving $500. I just have been looking, and it looks like I'm going to have to save a little bit more for that. But anyway, we'll start with 500. So that's the type of thing that should go in your sinking funds. And this binder is my sinking funds. Now, you don't have to go out and get little Hello Kitty dashboards. You can just use plain old envelopes. You can use any kind of container or anything that you want to use. I like to keep it all organized in one binder. So all of the savings challenges that I do throughout the year for the fun things, to ways to save, I usually end up going in my sinking fund binder. I try and keep my emergency fund at close to $1,000 if I possibly can at all times, because you never know when you're going to need to pick up and go at a minute's notice due to a fire, due to a flood, due to a family member in another state being sick, whatever the circumstances may be. I always keep about $1,000 worth of cash in a safe in my home, because we want to keep the money safe, and but that's where it usually goes. Now, there's several ways that you can save that are fun ways to save for your sinking funds. You can either do a cash challenge that you get free from people in the budgeting community, and like on my Ko-fi shop, you can also get these scratch offs where you surprise yourself on what you're saving per week. Here's another scratch off that's really cute. And then this one, this one's my favorite. Oh, stuff it. I just love that. If you have a turkey, it says roll the dice and add $5. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to use that before fall ends. The second thing is you need to choose categories that you want and need. You need to take care of yourself first before you pay any bills, before you do anything. Yourself needs to be taken care of first. You need to pay yourself first. Now, that doesn't mean pay yourself lots of money and not pay your water bill. What it means is I'm going to be stuffing my cash wallet here in a little bit. That is the money I'm going to need for next week. In here, this is a weekly savings. I save for birthdays. I don't know if you can see that. Birthdays. I save for myself in case I want a new swimming suit or a new rug for my kitchen. Anything like that. I don't feel one bit guilty about going to my Connie's envelope and grabbing the money that I need. Propane. Propane is a big expense. Now, if you are making this for your budget, and you have all natural gas, you're not going to be saving for propane. So like I said, these are categories that I have selected that I save for because I'm in need of. Usually and I usually get pretty close to what we need for propane by my cash savings. The next category is debt. I always put an envelope and I put $5 in each one of these. I usually put $5 in a week. And debt goes for an extra debt payment on a credit card or a bill, just whatever extra you need it for. Taxes, stupid taxes. Of course, our escrow account is for the house and that type of taxes, the property taxes. But the taxes that always get me every year is the ones that are for the vehicles. And it's always in June. And so I have saved, I stick $5 in each one a week into this stupid taxes envelope. And at the end of the year, I'm hoping to have, or when it comes June, I'm hoping to have money to pay for the car taxes. Right now I have $50, $60, $65, and $70. And so it $5 a week is not going to hurt you, but you know what? It's going to save for your taxes and you'll be ready for them when you need them in June. So I guess the thing that it is with these envelopes is these are things that I have chosen that are important to me. You need to decide what is important for you and your life. This is a month ahead category, and I always save month ahead and emergency is kind of go together in my mind. So this money will probably go into my sinking funds for my emergency and then once I build that up to 1,000, then I will do the month ahead. But right now, I put $5 in a week, and it's $5 more than I had the week before. Love Day is always my anniversary, and Valentine's Day, and I put $3 in Love Day and $2 in Valentine's Day and $5 in Christmas a week, and that helps me save for those things as well. Now, these will not be your categories. These are my categories that that are important to me, and but you need to come up with the categories that are important to you. And cash savings is so easy for me because it takes a long time to get up to $100 in an envelope. And I seem to appreciate when I save cash more than I do just swiping a card or getting a loan to pay for something. I just seem like I appreciate it more. I understand how long it takes. It's just a better option for me. Okay, so Dave Ramsey is always saying, or Warren Buffett, either one of them, is you need to save or pay yourself first. So this is my wallet that goes into my purse, and I just love this wallet. It's a little bit big, but it keeps me so organized on what I'm saving for and what I'm budgeting for. So the first category is coffee, which for me, coffee is kind of my slush fund. Whatever, I can go out for coffee with a friend. I can, have an extra lunch out, whatever I want. This week, I'm putting $20 in there. And that goes in there. Okay, the next category is grocery and dining out. Now, my grocery and dining out, I always buy bulk. So I usually buy groceries every other week. And I do use a debit card for that. But you always forget something. It's bread, the milk, you run out of tomato soup and you're making goulash. I mean, there's always something. So in this grocery, I have 20. I'm going to add a 20. I added a 20, and I have 25, 30, 31, and 32. So, this kind of gives me some slush money and if I don't use it, it just stays in here, and I save it for when I need it. That is all I need to put $10 in gas. And I just put gas in. So, $10 is going to be for gas in case of an emergency or whatever. But I guess that kind of gives you an idea of how you pay yourself first. My husband also does this. He usually takes, I don't even know how much cash he takes out, but he takes out his cash, and that's what he uses for the week and puts it in his wallet as well. So I just wanted to just go over the basics on, I have lots of binders. I have a fall binder. I have a Free Friday binder. I play lots of games in order to save for these things. And that helps me, put money in that in a fun way. So you can save however you want. You can save the envelope system. You can save by doing some fun, challenges. I'm not sure each one of these. This will probably be about a $70 or $80 challenge. This will probably go into my hot water heater fund because I am saving for that. I just pray that my hot water heater lasts until I have to, my hot water heater lasts, so before I don't get the money in there. I'm afraid that I'm gonna push my luck too far. But anyway, that was kind of my thoughts today. What also helps is putting money into a jar, your change. This adds up. It's amazing. I always put all my change in a jar, and it does help. So saving every penny helps. Saving every dollar helps. And the cash way is, like I said, to me, I use both. We use a debit card with our bills and a checking account, and then we also use the cash way in order to budget. When the cash is gone, then you're done for the week. So, anyway, with that being said, you guys have a great day. Please hit the subscribe button, and I will try and get you some more videos coming up. Now, we are remodeling our kitchen, and so I won't be doing a video probably until the end of next week. So, but I will put that on my post as well. You guys have a great day. We'll catch you next week. Bye.